Okay, so this is me sitting in a car on a warm day to basically demonstrate how dangerous it is for animals to be left in cars just while people duck into the shops and everything. So I'm going to start my clock now. I'm going to try to stay in here for half an hour. It may get pretty unpleasant in that half an hour, but we'll see how it goes. It's to demonstrate just how dangerous it is and how quickly things can go kind of wrong. It's about a 30-degree day out there, so there's the thermometer there, just giving us a start point. So I've just jumped in the car and already I can feel that it's going to be a pretty uncomfortable half an hour. It really, yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. So I'll give you an update every 5 minutes or so. Okay, so we're approaching 5 minutes now. Now what I did before we started this is I took the car for a short drive to cool it off. So this temperature really is from scratch, and it's very much as you'd experience if you went to the shops or somewhere like that and then decided to duck in and leave your dog behind. So you can see from my watch there that we're approaching 5 minutes and already we're up at around 40 degrees. So it's getting pretty uncomfortable. You can see I'm already starting to sweat, and certainly if I was a dog in this sort of environment, I'd be pretty uncomfortable, starting to pant, and yeah, really not enjoying being in here. And like I say, this is 5 minutes into it on what would be a relatively cool day come the peak of summer. Okay, so we're approaching 10 minutes now and it's getting really uncomfortable in here. I mean, certainly if I was a dog, I'd be panting pretty heavily at this point and starting to get quite distressed. So fortunately the temperature seems to have plateaued just above 40 degrees, so nearly 42 degrees there, which is certainly unpleasant enough. Now for me, this isn't unbearable in terms of I can sweat, and for people, sweating and cooling is a relatively passive sort of process. So I can sit here, I'm not expending energy on creating more heat by cooling. Now dogs, because they have to pant to cool, they actually generate a lot of heat when they're panting, and so it becomes very, very inefficient in a hot environment. So as you can imagine, every time they pant, their chest muscles are contracting, and that's creating a lot of heat within the body, and that has to be expended. Now if you're in a hot environment and cooling is very inefficient, what we start to get is a cycle where they keep on panting, that keeps on generating more heat within themselves, and so it makes their cooling actually less efficient, becomes more and more dangerous for them, and they really start to spiral out of control at this point. So at this point, if I was a dog, I'd be hitting that panting point, my body temperature would be starting to rise, and I'd be approaching a fairly dangerous point by now. I'll check back in a few minutes and let you know how I'm coming along. That's 20 minutes done. As you can see, still very, very sweaty. I'm glad I'm only going for half an hour in total, because I think any longer than that would start to become dangerous for me. Yeah, not a lot I can say other than it's starting to get pretty unpleasant, and looking forward to getting out of here and having a cold drink and a shower, I think, after this. So that's 25 minutes down. I decided I'd get the temperature in the sunny parts of the car, and as you can see, it's over 50 degrees, and unfortunately at my size I can't completely get myself out of the sun. So with black trousers on and the sun coming in, it's absolutely stinking hot in here now. You can see just sweat absolutely dripping off me everywhere. Very unpleasant now. Yeah, a dog in this sort of conditions would be on our way, try to get the words out, on its way to visit us at the vets. Really, it would be in a pretty bad way. And yeah, another 5 minutes to go until I'm out of here, and I'm bloody glad that it's just about done, because I think, yeah, much longer and I'd be in a bit of strife myself. I've got 3 minutes left to go. Very glad to be getting out of here. I mean, how do I feel? I feel very sweaty. I can really feel I'm struggling. I can feel my mental state is starting to suffer a little bit from it. I just can't really clearly put thoughts together, and that's a real first sign that a bit of heat stress is kicking in. And like I say, this is much easier for me to cool myself off than a dog is going to find it. You can see stinking hot in here, approaching 55 degrees, very unpleasant. Yeah, a dog at this point would be kind of, yeah, really be in trouble, and yeah, almost be kind of heading towards organ failure with these sort of temperatures, particularly if the dog's overweight. If it's a short-nosed breed such as a pug or a bulldog or something which is going to be quite inefficient at cooling, because longer faces are much more efficient at cooling. Yeah, 2 minutes left and I'm looking forward to getting out of here. Okay, about to get out. Yeah, this has certainly shown me how bad this can be in here. Yep, I've seen dogs trapped in cars for 2 to 3 hours before, and they've been an absolute mess when they come in. I can't even comprehend what they've been through. Yeah, basically the lesson from this is don't leave your dog in the car no matter how short a time you think you're going to be, because it can easily blow out and it can get dangerous so quickly. This is a mild day and already we're sort of over 50 degrees. It's unpleasant, it's dangerous. Yeah, just please don't do it.